You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation, or your head.
Walk away, now. I won't warn you again.
That artifact is an heirloom of my people. Likely she spilled Githyanki blood in order to steal it. This cannot stand!
Heirloom? Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites. Be glad I have it. You hear that, Lae'zel? It's called common sense.
Tisk! You seek reason in dishonor. The bad blood must be purged. A jewel, come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need it. You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward!
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned. She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you. Surrender? A disgusting notion.
You had better warm to that notion very rapidly, or your journey ends here. We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance. Shah's blessings upon you. We aren't dear friends now, if that's what you're asking. But I trust we can all sleep a little more soundly in camp now. You have an interesting definition of friendly, but yes. I can't. My memories are being withheld for a reason. Lady Shah will return them to me when the time is right, no sooner. Besides, mushrooms aren't my favorite. I think it's because of the gills. All right, give it here. I think so. I remember something. Not everything. It's new and not new at the same time. All jumbled up. I was younger. Much younger. An initiate at the cloister. I was upset about something. The others were teasing me, mocking my name, like I wasn't worthy of it. There was another. A tiefling boy with short horns and purple hair. I think he was my friend. He tried to make me feel better. Ronald. That's the last part of it I remember. That must be his name. Perhaps he's still there in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, I really thought Shadowheart and Lae'zel might fight to the death over that artifact. A pity. It would have made for a fine night's entertainment.
You must have questions. It is over where I am concerned. It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor.
You wish to speak? Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise. But the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better. Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the Grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books. That I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand. Is that so? Well, nature does abhor waste. I will keep watch, thank you. I had a feeling time in your company would prove fruitful.
I hope that's the end of this silly quarrel. They'll have no energy for battling our enemies if Lae'zel and Shadowheart are too busy squabbling among themselves.
I'll say one thing for our troop. We're not short on drama. I'm glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled their differences peacefully. Eventually.
Very glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled things without letting any blood. I would have enjoyed the spectacle, but not losing either one of those lunatics. Sad. I couldn't let myself feel sad in the Hells. Letting my guard down would have been a death sentence. And letting, say, a Cambion near me would have been disastrous. I thought it best to just, keep my distance. But loneliness that deep gets into the marrow. Now that I'm here, among friends, I can feel it burning out of me. Little by little, step by step. Where would you start? You give me chills, baby. No mean feat at my temperature. Gods, we better find a way to cool me off soon. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
Quietus expientia.
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
You! What are you doing on Gek's raft? Where's Gek? Who are you?
What are you thinking about? Oh, come on. Oh.
You must have... It is done.
What can I do for you, my... Perhaps if you lost a follower or two, well, in that...
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
You! What are you doing on Gek's raft? Where's Gek? Who are you?
Survival is all that matters.
Craft is ready to sail.
Whitman at ready, lass. Company's calling.
What do we got here? Dead hoon walking, seems like. Got any reason I shouldn't sever your head and toss it to the Rothe?
Another belligerent dwarf? This is getting tiresome.
We'll see about...
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Duergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
Oh, I'll be... You're one of them cult freaks. Felt the tingle. In that case, let's talk business. Your twat's old friend Nair caused a rockfall, trapped tighter than a hornet's arse.
Couple of known slaves stuck with him too. Little bastards.
You absolute shaggers owe us a crapload of coin. You want through? Make a donation. Unclog your hole. Just shitting around. But I'm warning you, that twat soul ain't settled up soon. there'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
We have to free Nier before we can take his head. Sounds like a lot of wasted effort.
As for the gnome slaves, pay no heed. A bleeding heart is an unnecessary burden. You must have questions. Are you sure that's the best? Confirm.
Nasty way to go. Suffocating slowly under a ton of rubble. Not a fate I'd personally relish.
With pleasure. Lead on.
That orb seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might. Who knows?
Video veritata.
Dead drow publicly displayed. The Dwegar are sending a message.
I speak true, brothers. You know it in your hearts. You know it in your very souls.
We need no Lolth, no Spider Queen. Father Murmuth is the head of Clan Lur. He hatched us, raised us, feeds us.
What care we for his business here? He keeps us small, keeps us contained. We should be with the Spider Queen, revered, adored.
You've read that harming spiders is illegal among Lolth's faithful, and often punishable by death.
Father Murmuth is our past. Lolth is our future.
These spiders are loyal to the local Dwegar. In the event of a fight, they will join the fray against you, with slavering enthusiasm.
Xanta, is it so?
I've heard the very same. Come, brothers. Follow me into her hairy embrace.
Her embrace.
We're ready.
We follow.
Yes. Now, brothers, our new dawn awaits.
Stinking snitch. No one drugs with Clan Flameshade. Don't like strangers here. But Absolute must have took you in. Me? Who else? My spiders sussed them out of hiding, then Nier taught them a thing or two, and I let them fly. Eh? Oh, those worthless bugs. Always were the stupidest ones I ever raised. Hope the Minotaurs get them. Caught them sniffing around. Easy marks. Had the stench of the Toplands. Hung them here as a warning. Ain't no one drugs with Clan Flameshade.
What's a fort like this doing in the Underdark?
Whoever built it, they let it rot for ages.
Come into her shadow. Let all that is past be forgotten.
Quiet. I'm thinking. Probably inhabited by whoever those skeletons were the others found.
How peculiar. Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be. A sun dweller in these parts. Look here, my topside friend. I need fresh eyes, and I doubt I'll find fresher. As rare as a smile in Sindelrin, you might say. But I've no skill for slaving. I prefer chisel to cane. But these learned eyes reach their limits, and so I must humbly request yours. Peering into cracks and crevices in hope to find history's morsels. I have come up regrettably short. I hope you might see truths where I cannot. The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see. And be thorough.
The statue's meandering curves and golden edges stand out against the weathered masonry behind it. Two styles, two eras. The statue was carved from newer stone and erected by latecomers to this ancient fortress.
Anything standing out?
Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor. Many split cleanly in two, yet some walls remain fully intact. No quake brought these rocks down. They were smashed through in an instant. Something big charged through here. Something very big.
What do you think?
Several glassy stones stand out in the debris. Their borders are coated with tiny yellow crystals. The hottest of flames smoothed the stone and left sulfuric crystals behind. The fires of the hells have touched Grimforge.
Incredible. An entire history risen from dirt and debris. Picture it. An ancient city, hewn from the stone by disciples of Shah, later abandoned. Untold centuries later, a new tribe revives it. Fresh walls, fresh sculptures, until a great hell beast charges through, toppling the walls and crushing the people. That explains the infernal plate I found. Perhaps you might have use of it. But my work has only begun. There is more still to find. I must get to it. Well, let's see what you've got. That's all then.
Construct. That bears investigating. That drow, near, is going to be on his last gasp unless someone digs him out. Though, not necessarily our concern, of course.
chip them off and melt them.
May the darkness protect you.
Killing history itself.
This again.
Yes, this again.
Tired. Sleep.
Rest, little one. But do not take long. I feel his shadow. I heard his name whispered. The rock shivers from the sound. The Ketheric Thorm.
Ketheric Thorm, a familiar name. Halsin mentioned his stronghold deep underground.
Mighty elf, cloaked in darkness. 10 masters ago, and 10 more. But I remember, there was the work, and the blood. There was the Thorm's army. There was the Hellbeast that broke them. The Ketheric Thorm's name faded into stone, until the Near came. I saw tusks and flesh, smelled fire and eggs. It came with the masked men, crashing and smashing. I know not, so I say not. Yet I hear his name again, said by the shadows. I outlived my mother, and her mother's mother, and many mothers beyond. Blessed to see many live, cursed to see many die.
Afraid of Thorm.
Do not think on it further. Rest. I will see you safe.
Look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
Dark Justicia uniforms. These were Shah worshippers. The same as me.
Still, if whatever managed to murder a group of Sharans is still around, we had better watch our step.
You, grab a cane and whip these Drugnin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker. And it sounds like your arse wants for a lashing, the way you talk out of it. Something spooks the dumb shits, so stop your jawing and get to working. Drugnin hoon, I'll split you from head to hole. Bloody Rothe have lost it. Put him down!
need to act fast.
A rough tempest I will raise. A spell a day.
Are those specks of adamantine in this slag? No time to rest.
Itself.
This again?
Yes, this again.
If any is you for me.
Idol of Lady Shah. It cannot be a coincidence that I found this. All these signs of a Sharan presence. Dark Justiciars. Shah's blessings upon you. You thought of me. Thank you. It's beautiful. I'll find a place of honor for it in camp. Nobody's ever given me anything before. What do I owe you in return? Thank you. Lady Shah teaches us to forswear material goods, but I think she'll make an exception for her own image. I wonder, perhaps this is connected to the Dark Justiciars. This is no coincidence, I'm sure of it. I need to keep an eye out for more signs. Learn more about the Justiciar's presence in these lands. It could be important. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. Thank you. I should have known you'd be understanding.
No, mate. The chiseling is remarkable.
I didn't live here, though. Steps are too big.
Looks like a trap there. Another eye, same as in the Goblin camp. Someone's watching from afar.
Best to stay out of its way.
You here? Do I need to rip the extra flesh off your ears? Faster!
Getting tossed to a Rothay.
You better hope your little tricks didn't harm the true soul!
Near the rubble, a fragmented voice clutches at your mind.
True soul. True soul. Finally. You must clear rubble. Spilling poison. Gnome slaves. Passage trap. Careful of mercs. Get me out!
View through Nir's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures. Resolves into an image. Two gnomes feverishly removing debris, while two others lie dead at Nir's feet, their flesh scorched by powerful magic. You sense Nir's frustration, tinged with rage, as the connection fades.
Nir dies, heads grow. And that goes for novices too. The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a Rothe in heat. Faster! Heat up some rocks! Let's see how the little pricks do when we strap fire to their legs.
Charming. Hell is truly where we make it.
Move, Hoon! I don't have time for Drugnan outsiders.
The parasite stirs, but it's a mere tickle. You hear no thoughts or memories. Just an echo of scars that never healed.
You spoke with him. Then you connected. You are a true soul. Glad you're here to take responsibility. Tunnels collapsed. Trapped true soul Nir. He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon, it's both our heads. Not a one. Unless you count tacking aboleth fangs to my whipping cane. Place is older than bone dust. Previous tenants left a trap. Dropped a shit ton of metal once we dug a ways in. Get Nir out, and you'll have the Absolute's blessing. No doubting that. Entrance to an ancient temple. General's orders, Nir said. Must contain something important. He got me to recruit non-believers. But not everyone's seeing the Absolute's truth. They don't get paid soon. I'll have a riot on my hands. Thought you would. True souls don't abandon their own. Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
Ah, it's you. The mascot of my ill fortunes. Much as I'd love to chat, I'm not allowed social breaks. These brutes are no mere goblins. I doubt you could take them on. You will. If you are successful, that would be most convenient.
The gnomes speak in soft whispers, the words all but lost in the hot air.
Smoke powder. Philommene's gone, and if she's smart, she won't be coming back. Tell the sergeant where she went. Baldurin's still trapped with that maniac Nir. Forget the smoke powder. They'd kill Phil on the spot. I won't let you do it. Glittering gods. She actually survived.
Praise Ironhand. Larida, our prayers are answered. Sir, our friends are trapped in the cave-in. And I know a way to get them out.
Bug, please. True Soul Nir will You know what he'll do. Youngbug, don't!
I've got no choice, Larida. We have to chance it. A few days back, there was a scene. Our friend Philomene, she's a sapper, set off a blast and ran off. We set a spot for hiding if someone found trouble. I'll mark your map. If Philomene made it, you'll find her there. She'll have the stuff to blow that tunnel wide open and get Baldur and the rest out.
Please, please don't hurt my Phil. I beg you.
Hurry! Our people won't last in that cave-in forever.
Saw you arriving. Almost put a hole in your bow. Don't make me wish I had.
The culprits are spreading like flies on shit.
Seen her run with a barrel under her arm. Just a small one, but enough to blow the drow out. Someone should grab it. Slaves are never gonna manage with pickaxes.
Can't go chasing maybes. The sergeant's our ticket in.
Oh, would you look at that, Kerr? Someone's having a listen.
A shiver runs through you. Your mind is awash with ancient resentments.
True soul, no less. What do you think, Kerr? Should we take Nir's debt off him? Yet you got that twat soul stench. If I didn't know better, I'd say a mind flayer shat a worm in your brain. Should split your head open and poke around in there if you lot don't pay up.
The shiver returns. This time it's colder, sharper.
The stench don't lie. You're one of them. Revenge, eh? In that case, I got a proposal. Want to earn some gold? Thrin's after the Absolute's glory. That's why she's got those slaves digging for Nir. But we ain't need glory, just coin. And Nir's got plenty. Help Thrin free Nir. Then you and my chums grind him up. Whatever the spoils, we'll drop you a fat cut. You in? Good. But first, we need to take care of something. You've seen that weird orbi floating about? Knife it. And don't get caught. The cult watches through it. And we can't risk more twat souls showing up. You still standing about? Get on it.
Keep a blade close.
So say your chum blows Nir out there.
Then I'll stick Nir up, down, and sideways till he's more whole than fresh.
I've seen your balls like potatoes. If you don't move, and you better smoke. You shouldn't trust him. Didn't you hear? Do I need to rip the extra flesh off your ears? Faster! Clean up this mess. Ear dies, heads grow. And that goes for novices.
It's Nir's gate.
Let the poison choke me and be done with it, honestly.
All that rock thumping, pond pounding wrecked your mind, brain. Dead or alive, we ain't get our coin till Nir's gone. Besides, I'd like to force feed him some of that shit still.
So say your chum blows Nir out there. What then?
Then I'll
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a rothe and eat. You better hope your little tricks didn't...
Of course I ain't sure. I ain't even trust you most days. But we got nothing to lose.
Never quiet.
All goes to plan, and our asses get paid.
You stare into the eye. Your reflection stares back. The longer you stare, the more uneasy you feel. There is a presence. You are seen. The scrying eye doesn't blink.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Or some more cunning.
Right up.
I'll give you that.
What a coincidence. You like breaking items. This guard likes breaking teeth. Choose your next move carefully. Your bribery attempt has caused some offense. Violence it is.
Stinking snitch. No one drugs with clan flameshade. Did they?
I'll give you that. Hardly a challenge.
Ah, the scraps of a nightfall feast.
To break bread in Shah's name, then spill blood in her name. A sacred rite.
That's curious.
A loose
I
stone.
smell a trap.
Perhaps a secret about to be unhidden.
Blood comes easy these days. Let's get this over with.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Over here.
Another fight. Let's go.
Let feast the eyes of the faithful.
It's been a long day.
Know your
Better start to
goddess.
rest soon.
Know her command.
Hold it! I swear to Iron Hand. One more step, and a blow us to chunks!
An ashen scent fills the air. The barrel is filled with smoke powder, but the scent is acrid, as if contaminated somehow. Or much, much more concentrated.
As an expert on the subject, my dear lady, I'd like to point out that blowing oneself up is never the solution.
Shut your mouth, Hoon, or I'll shut you down.
Neither seen nor heard.
Dropping my name like your cultist ass knows me. Like we're friends. I know what you are. One of Nia's cult goons. Sailed right in. Better to die in this shit-heap than rot in Moonrise. You want me? Come get me. Then let it be done. Gerdel Ironhand, hear me now! Set me free!
Wait. What in the hell's?
Bugger it all. You moved them. Go on. Drag me to Moonrise. I'll make you cult nutters suffer. You want to waste rune powder on... Look, you have no idea what you're dealing with. Any... Better to die in this shit-heap than rot in Moonrise. You want me? Come get me. Don't do this. Don't pretend you give a shit about me. Shit. I can't do it. Go on. Drag me to Moonrise. Better to die in this shit-heap than rot in Moonrise. You want me? Come get me. Lorida. Ruddy mind games. I know all about your tricks, true soul. Shit. I can't do it. Go on. Drag me to Moonrise. I'll make you cult nutters suffer. Well, aren't you sweet? I'm not stupid, you know. No such thing in Grimforge's kind hearts. Spit out what you want, and let's be done with it. Better to die in this shit heap than the rotting moonrise. You want me?
I don't need any attention right now.
Hold it! I swear to Iron Hand. One more step and a blow us to chunks. I swear to Iron Hand. One more step and a blow us to chunks.
An ashen scent fills the air. The barrel is filled with smoke powder, but the scent is acrid, as if contaminated somehow. Or much, much more concentrated.
As an expert on the subject, my dear lady, I'd like to point out that blowing oneself up is never the solution.
Shut your mouth, Hoon, or I'll shut you down. Damn right, Fecker. Now shut your face before I melt it clean off. I know what you are. One of Nia's cult goons. Sailed right in. Better to die in this shit heap than rotting moonrise. You want me? Come get me. Gerdo Iron Hand, I have lived for you, and now I'll die for you. What the drug? You know nothing of me, damn it! Shit! I can't do it. Go on, drag me to Moonrise. I'll make you cult nutters suffer. You want to waste rune powder on? Look, You have no idea what you're dealing with. Any true Iron Hand would trade their life for a grain of this stuff. It's the whole damn reason we're here, and I'm not leaving without it. But let me go. Maybe I'll spare you a vial.
Rune powder is gnomish folklore, an explosive of awesome power handed down to the gnomes by their war god, Gerdel Ironhand, a formula so dangerous it was stricken from history, if it ever existed to begin with.
We've heard the same ones, I bet. A fistful of fire that can turn cities to dust. Well, it's real. And I need to bring it back to Baldur's Gate. I'd rather my clan were with me, but the mission comes first. A vial's what I can spare you. Look, we're freedom fighters. We need this powder to prove a point. To people who really need a point proven to them. Let me go, and you'll be on the right side of history. That's all I can say. A barrel of this could light up the Underdark. A vial is plenty. Just let me go my way. Listen, you see Lorida at the dig? Tell her I'm dead, impaled, half-eaten. I don't care. Make up a story.
I'm not sure I blame her, though Lorida might.
Beloved? I might have been hers. She sure as hell wasn't mine. I'm getting the rune powder back to Baldur's Gate. Alone.